Hello everybody, welcome to Gyan Gurukul e-classes. So আজি আমি এটা বহুত important topic ওপৰত discussion কৰিব গৈ আছো. The topic is from electrostatics. So electrostatics ত যেতিয়া আমি deal কৰো, there are many things that we need to learn. কাৰণ electrostatics এটা vast chapter হয়. So এইটো chapter কম সময়তে important topics বোৰ কেনেকৈ কৰিব লাগে আৰু কোনবোৰ topics ওপৰত বেছি priority দিব লাগে আমি হেইটোৰ ওপৰত এটা concept based learning কৰিম. So basically electrostatics বুলি ক'লে তাতে আমি দুটা টপিকৰ ওপৰত ভালকৈ independently priority দি পেলাই পঢ়িব লাগে. The first topic is about electrostatic field or electric field and electric force. The next priority topic जो हमें दिवो लगे हेतु होल electric potential and electric potential energy. So generally हमें electrostatic field by electric field को represent करो with the letter E, electric force को हमें represent करो with the letter F. Similarly हमें electric potential को represent करो with the letter V. And electric potential energy can be represented with the letter U. Now, there are some important relations, important strategies. I mean, hebrew relations or numerical perspective, then the whole thing becomes quite simple. So, so electric field and electric force. First of all, I mean, this topic on the very important basic points. So, the important basic point about these two topics is electrostatic field by electric field and electric force. These two quantities are actually vector quantities. Whereas electric potential and electric potential energy are actually scalar quantities. So these things are not generally discussed. But if we a difference to Zano, then it becomes quite simple. Electrostatic force or by electrostatic field or question hai, then we have to approach that question through vector analysis. And so the same question at electrostatic potential and potential energy, then we need to approach the same question with scalar analysis. And duta analysis completely different. So let us see how to go for the vector analysis of the first topics. So let us assume that duta charge ase amarta, at a charge Q1, at a charge Q2. They are separated by distance R. Now, if I ask you कि Q1 और कारण electric field to formula की होगा and electric field to direction की होगा at the point Q2, then that would be given as, suppose the electric field for the charge Q1 is represented by E1. E1 area আমি represent কৰিছো. So E1 আমি লিখিব পাৰো K Q1 by R squared, where Q1 is the charge, K is the electrostatic constant, যোনটোৰ value 9 into 10 to the power 9 হয়, and R is the distance between them. So A2 field or A2 point of direction to kun phale hobo, that is very important. Direction to kele important hai because we are doing about vector analysis. So hey bostu to hoday mon kori pelai solibo libo. Jodi apnaloke okol magnitude to ulai pelai direction to nidiake doise, then ei sum to apnaloke result ketio pabo nware. So a direction to ite kaneke dibo libo. So since it is a positive charge hoy, positive charge or karone electric fields bur hoday bahiro phale joa jay. This is the direction. So A2 charge or karone a point of electric field or direction hobo a phale. This is outward. So A2 ma likhi dilu suppose E1. Now same goes for Q2. এতিয়া যদি মই Q2 কাৰণে ইলেক্ট্ৰিক ফিল্ডটো লিখিব লাগে at the point Q1, so সেই ইলেক্ট্ৰিক ফিল্ডৰ first of all ফৰ্মুলাটো হ'ব K Q2 by R squared. So ফৰ্মুলাটোৰে আমি অকল ম্যাগনিটিউডটো পাইছো. Again, what about the direction? Since A2 এটা পজিটিভ চাৰ্জ হয়, so A2 চাৰ্জৰ কাৰণে এই পইণ্টৰ ডিৰেকচন হ'ব এইটো সাইডে. So this is the direction for E2. Now, since there are two charges, so obviously eta charge antu charge or karone eta force experience koribo. So ite hey force or experience to keneke likhim and hey force experience or formula to keneke likhim. Okay, so suppose force experience by 1 due to 2 ami likhibo loga hoise. It's very important je apnaloke ei bostu to bujhi pai what does the designation mean. F12 mane hol force experience by 1 due to 2. Mane ei charge to A2 karone keneba dhoroner force experience korise ami hetu likhi asu. So tare force magnitude to keneke likhim. So যেহেতু force experience by 1 লিখি আছো, তেতিয়াহলে আমি লব লাগিব charge 1. Now যেহেতু force experience by 1 হি নিজৰ ফিল্ডৰ কাৰণে কেতিয়াও force experience নকৰে. So ই কাৰ ফিল্ডৰ কাৰণে force experience কৰিব? ইয়াৰ ফিল্ডৰ কাৰণে force experience কৰিব. আৰু ইয়াৰ ফিল্ডটো কি হয়? E2. So আমি force কেনেকৈ পাম? Q1 into E2. 1 to 1 2. Are you getting the tip out of it? So this is the way of writing the force. So এতিয়া যদি মই E2 ৰ জায়গাত এক্সপ্ৰেছনটো লিখি দিও, তেতিয়াহলে এটো হৈ যাব Q2 into K Q1. This is Q2 by R squared. So the formula becomes K Q1 Q2 by R squared. Similarly, etia jodi moi force experience by 2 due to 1 ulabo lage. Force experience by 2 due to 1. So kune force to experience korise 2 experience korise. So eto hoy jabo Q2. Now Q2 eto nijor field or karone keta force experience nokore. I kar field or karone force experience koribo Q1 or current. So যোনটো field হবো হেতু দিব লাগিব আমি E1. So we can see the same designation 2121. So যদি এই E1 এর মানটো আমি ইয়াতে বহাই দিও so এটু হৈ যাব Q2 into KQ1 by R square. So the thing becomes KQ1 Q2 by R square. So most of the students are tendency থাকে যে হিয়তে লাস্টৰ ফৰ্মুলাটো মনত কৰে. So আপোনালোকে যদি চাব যায় লাস্টৰ ফৰ্মুলাটো যদি চাব যায় the formula is same KQ1 Q2 by R square KQ1 Q2 by R square. But the main concept hetu kot thake that comes in this particular formula. So if you are very much understanding about the topic so apnaloke janibo lagibo je eitu formula basic priority ase because the concept lies in this formula. Eitu formula re sabo gole the two things becomes very simple and very direct. So it's very important that you understand this kind of basics for this kind of sums. Now talking about the next part, how to talk about this part based on a similar kind of relations. Okay, so etia ki hoy jehetu etu topic to both fast etu chapter to both faster so ami ki koribo laibo ami link up koribo laibo keneke chapters ba topics were related hoy. So electrostatic field and electrostatic forces eniko relation ase exact relation will be getting for electric potential as well as potential energy. The only difference is ekata topics asil vector analysis opra ekata topics hobo scalar analysis opra. Now let us see ki same bostu to ami electrostatic potential and potential energy lot keneke deal koribo paru. So now again we'll be having two charges. Suppose Q1 and Q2 they are separated by distance r again. Okay, now etia jodi moi hodu what is the potential. Remind me, I am talking about potential, we are not talking about electrostatic field. So etia jodi moi hodu what is the potential for charge Q1 at the point Q2, so hetu is over V1. So V1 to formula hobo KQ1 by R. There is a very small difference in the formula. Yate R square divided, yate R divided. Now, do I need to give the direction here? No. Kele ami direction to dibo nalage karon ebar ami scalar quantity logot deal kori asu. So there is no importance to give the directions at any points. Similarly, etia jodi moi V2 to likhibo di for the charge Q2, V2 to keniko hobo? V2 for charge Q2 at the point Q1 hetu dia jabo KQ2 by R. It's very simple. Now, the next part is how to write down the formula for electrostatic potential energy. So potential energy, can I suppose if I write potential energy of 1 due to 2, same kind of designation if you can notice. So potential energy of 1 due to 2 to ami can I come. So whose potential energy am I finding out? My 1 or potential energy 2 ulaiso so my charge kontu lobo laibo Q1. Kar kare potential to pass in energy to pass because of the charge Q2. So yate jonto V hobo hetu hoy jabo V2 kane. Same kind of relations if you are noticing it. So if I now substitute the value of V2 from this section, so it would look like Q1 into K Q2 by R. So I'll end it up getting K Q1 Q2 by R. Similarly, if I need to write down the expression of U21, that is the potential energy of 2 due to 1, hetu ite keneke pam? Since it is for potential energy of 2, tetiole charge to ami lobo lebo Q2. And since it is for the first charge, so I mean potential to lobo level V1. So it becomes like K Q1 Q2 by R again. So ako etia jodi ami final formula to upor note koru so final formula to ako same ulaise but the main basics and the concepts lies in this particular section. So if you are thinking now, so these particular sections are completely relatable. So looking at this relations chart, we can attempt any kind of questions that comes from field, force, potential or potential energy. So this is one of the simple tip and one of the important tip to go for this chapter called electrostatics. Thank you.